not a drill. Wayfair Spring Cyber Week is here. Right now, get up to 80% off everything home at Wayfair. Plus amazing flash deals. Now is the time to score Cyber Week size deals on all your springtime essentials, like outdoor furniture, storage and organization, and patio picks. Plus, get fast and free shipping on everything right to your door. Shop Wayfair's Spring Cyber Week now through March 23rd and save up to 80% off everything home.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Welcome to episode 775 of the 2-Minute Takeaway Podcast. Hi there, I'm Motivational Keynote Speaker Ken Okel. Are you a multitasker? Maybe this sounds familiar. You're in a meeting, but you're also answering emails. You're kind of listening to the meeting, maybe even responding to a message or two. On your end, you feel highly efficient. For the other people, it may feel like you're not fully there. I once watched a leader sit down for a one-on-one with a team member. It was supposed to be a quick check-in. As the employees started talking, the leader nodded, smiled, and kept glancing down at their laptop. A few seconds later, they're typing. They said, "I'm listening." Maybe they were, but that's not what the employee experienced. What they saw was divided attention. What they felt was lower importance. The conversation wrapped up quickly. Nothing dramatic, there was no conflict, but something changed. The next time that employee had something to share, they kept it much shorter, less detail, and perhaps less openness about situations. That's the hidden cost of multitasking in leadership moments. It doesn't just divide your attention, it divides trust. When you're only partially there, people start editing themselves. They hold back. They skip details. They wait for a better time that probably will never come. Here's the tricky part. Leaders usually don't mean any harm. They're just busy. They feel overwhelmed. They're trying to keep things moving. But from the outside, it says, "This isn't the most important thing right now. I'm going to do something that I think is more important." That message sticks. Even in larger situations like team meetings, the same dynamic plays out. When a leader is scanning emails when someone else is speaking, the room notices. It quietly sets a new standard for attention. And once that standard drops, engagement follows. What can we do about this? It's not complicated. It does require discipline. When you're in a conversation that matters, be present in it. Step away from the laptop. Give the other person your full attention, even if it's just for a few minutes. Attention is one of the clearest ways leaders communicate value. You don't have to say, "This matters." People can tell where you're looking, and people like to know that they're being heard. In leadership, how you show up in small moments often determines how people show up for you later. Final thought. Remember how teachers always seem to be able to see everything that was happening in a room at once? Guess what? A lot of adults have that power too. You may think nobody can notice me checking my email or going online. They can. They noticed. How you feel about that? I've got some cool people that I'd like you to meet. Gina the ballerina, Katie the custodian, and 20 push-ups Pat. These are all people who are chapters in my new book, Get Better, Smart Business Advice from Unexpected Mentors. Find out more about this book at Amazon.com, or you can also check it out at my website at KenOkel.com. What else can you do there, Ken? Well, you can listen to other episodes of this podcast, you can read some of my articles, and you can watch some video clips from my on-stage presentations. That's all the time we have for now. I'm Ken Okel. Take care and get better.